Welcome back everybody to my channel. My name is Helpo Joe and we're starting a little series on beginner tips for Minecraft, and in today's episode we're going to go over the basics of building different types of stuff. Starting off, this is how most structures at the beginning when you first start playing Minecraft will look like, and that is okay. But if you are starting to not like the look of your base or you would like something better, a good tip to start off with is right here. If all you have to do to make this look better is get a different wood block than what you have right here, and in this case I use spruce logs and I lined it up on all four corners, and it makes the build look better because it's not the same color palette. And another good thing is to move your doors in, and that creates depth. Change the block on your bottom, and in this case I used the stone brick and then I copied that onto the roof, as you can see, and I brought the roof out just one, and I did a little underhang, or I made this to where it's not just stair, 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 stair. I put stairs underneath, and you can do that too, and that makes the build look a lot better. And a little step up from that is change up the roof palette. As you can see, I have some mossy in there. Also put some slabs, and put slabs on the inside here so it makes it look like the roof has aged over time and it looks really nice. And also putting the logs that you strip, changing up the texture of your wall will also help your build look better. Putting around vegetation, you don't need to do this much. Windows always make your build look better, but you don't want to overdo it. And trapdoors to make it look like there are those window things. And that's really all you need for pretty much any house for the basics. This is a beginner's guide, so we're going over the basics of what you need to make a house look better. And to start off with, I think everybody at any skill level can make a house that looks like this. Up next, we're on to animal pens, and every single person I know that play Minecraft has made an animal pen like this, and these are fine. But if you'd like to make them look a little bit nicer, I have 2 or 3 tricks for you. And the first and second one are the podzol and the coaster and pass to make it look like the animals are walking through, using the restroom and all that good stuff. Also, on all 4 sides, put a log with a slab on top. That makes it to where mobs can't get out, but also makes it look nicer. It helps also when you're making more than one pen. Let's say you make a pen here. These can help as separators between the pens instead of just more fences altogether, and it's easier on the eyes. And last trick I want to show for a fence is this one is way different than the one over there, but this is just the same square, same shape, stone wall pen, and it's just random stones forming the shape of a pen. And this looks good in actually certain bases with the details of small little rocks on the outside. And this is one of the best tips for beginners, is if you make these, especially if you're going for a cave or medieval type thing, these are cool looking and they serve a great purpose. And they're really different from the wood ones, and they're super easy to get at the beginning because everybody has cobblestone at the beginning of the game. Moving on to path blocks. Now, paths are almost as important as houses, I would say, because they connect your town, if you're making a town or village or small city. And everybody's made paths like this, and these are 100% fine. I still use them to this day. But if you'd like them to look better, I got a little trick. Is if you leave a little bit of grass in there and some coarse dirt, maybe even some oak slabs like this, it looks like it's been worn down, if that makes sense. And people have actually traveled across this path, and it brings the detail of the path up, and it's a great step up from just the plain. But if you'd like to get into more of a clean look, you could always go for a smooth concrete stone, or in this case I used that stone brick floor with the deep slate stone bricks. And this is good for modern cities or fancy cities because it helps with breaking up the grass around you and the vegetation around you with a path. and also make sure to put in some moss every once in a while to make it look like it's aged, and also put little cracks in it to make it look like people are actually going through this. And I have a chiseled border that is hidden beneath walls. Walls. We've all made them once or twice in Minecraft. They're useful for keeping stuff out and keeping things in, and they can also make your base look good. And ever since the update to the new walls, and 1.16 walls have been better than they actually have ever been. As you can see, you can now stack them and they look really nice. Always throw in some textural variation with the mossy blocks, and this can actually work very well. As you can see, you could line up your whole entire base with this and it wouldn't look that bad, since they now connect better than they ever have. To make that even look better, all you have to do is just break these corners right here, put a log, and it changes the look of the thing by a lot, and I think it increases how it looks. And a step up from there, if you would like to make giant walls that you'd like to decorate, an easy way to do that is make it 3 thick like this. Get any stairs of your choosing and line them up on the wall. I prefer 2 different types of stairs. As you can see, I use 2 different types of deep slate. Get colors that correlate with each other. In that case, I use deep slate and quartz. Make borders every once in a while, as you can see, and then fill the stairs on the stairs on the bottom. Sometimes you can do it on top. Put the pillars up, and this is great for builds for castles. As you can see, if you break into the wall one and then you put stairs on the top, you can get some really good detail, and then you still get that pathway on the top if you so wish. And these are some really useful tips at the beginning, because walls serve a great purpose in Minecraft. They always have, and everybody at one point will build a wall, and I hope that these little ideas can help you. The upside down stairs and the stairs are good for, not putting this pattern that looks good all the way down the ground, all the way up. It breaks it up in between the top and bottom, which really highlights this middle section right here. We're now starting to get into more novice territory, a little skill grade up, and that is trees. And if you want to make custom trees, an easy way to start off with is put some roots in the ground to make it look like there are roots, and maybe some sticking up. Build up, as you can see, just like a trunk. Maybe divert 1 or 2 places and you just fill that with leaves, and it tends to look nice. Sometimes you get a weird shape and sometimes you get a good shape. And a step up from that tree is the bare tree, and it's the same concept as this first one. You want to go up with the trunk, maybe put little roots in the ground. Then you just want to divert in any direction you so please. I like to go in spirals. As you can see, it slowly turns in a circle. Same with this, it goes up and then it goes this way. And if I were to continue, I'd move it up a little bit, but I also like having branches that go in 2 ways and stop short. And this is good for, every once in a while add a tree without leaves, and it really puts a detail into the world around you. On to our final build of the day, and that is farms. They are 100% essential for Minecraft. We all do them at the beginning. And this is just a basic farm, but I put a little moss carpet on top of the water so it looks like there is no water. And a little step up from this in your build around you. If you want to make this look better, you can put one of those walls around just like this, or maybe a fence. That always looks good in enclosed structure, like the one over there with the wood logs on 4 sides. That would look really nice. You can also go with a random pattern as this, like this, and do big fields of these. And the best way to enclose those random patterns is a leaf border, as you can see, because if it's gone past, you can make a path right around this and it will look really nice, and it's really aesthetically pleasing. You can make huge fields of these, and it'll be enclosing these, and it hides most of the ugly, like the water and the stuff around it, but it makes it look really nice. And it's super easy. Just get 1 or 2 different leaves and make a border around a random shape you put into the ground. And if you want to step up from that, you can add elevation to the mix, and you can have water running down, and you can have this really nice shape that I have here that has this potato field that is on a hill, and it is run by an irrigation ditch. And as you can see, I have some nice little string there to keep it from growing, because I like the variation in between the big potatoes, the full-grown potatoes, and the small potatoes. It looks really nice. And then you can add some little life around. I don't like to overdo it because then it won't look that good. But you could also enclose this with leaves, but I'd like to keep these ones open since they're already on a slope and they have enough detail as it is. And with that being said, this is all the tips and tricks I have for you guys today. This is on beginners for building. As you can see, you can go from making moderate structures to way better looking structures right at the beginning of the game without really any experience, just by doing simple tips and tricks. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. There'll be more of this in the future, and different topics such as redstone and more beginner stuff like that. Boss fights, best way to get XP, all that fun stuff. More tutorials coming in the future. Hope you enjoyed. My name's Hobo Joe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. God bless.